Peace Oladipo. The Kano state government has dismissed allegations that its Director General of Protocol, Abdullahi Rogo, misappropriated 6.5 billion from state funds, describing the claims as politically motivated falsehood aimed at undermining Governor Abba Yusuf's administration. The response comes amid ongoing investigation by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) into the alleged diversion of state funds through network of front companies, bureau de change operators, and personal accounts linked to Rogo. In a statement on Monday, signed by the state's Director General of Media and Publicity, Sanusi Bature, the government said the allegations were part of a smear campaign or orchestrated by opposition elements seeking to distract the government ahead of the 2027 election. The government clarified that all financial transactions within Kano State's ministries, departments, and agencies are budgeted with clear expenditure codes and no official has access to the funds outside approved purposes. It said the Directorate of Protocol manages logistics, welfare, accommodation, and itineraries for the governors, as well as support for visiting dignitaries, including the president, ministers, and diplomats. The Yusuf administration also criticized the previous government led by former Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, alleging financial recklessness, including the withdrawal of over 20 billion naira through the Protocol Directorate within 3 months between February and May 2023. The statement further referenced a widely circulated dollar bribe video involving Ganduje and cited alleged land grabs and unlawful takeovers of public assets by the associate. While defending the administration, the statement stressed that the government would pursue accountability and transparency, but warned that it would take legal actions against individuals spreading misinformation. Human rights activist and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, said on Tuesday that the Nigerian army has abandoned its constitutional duty to take over the role of the police force. He stated that national security was different from government security, stressing that for security and human rights to be achieved under the law, each section of the force must act within the confines of the Constitution. He spoke as the Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, Tony Ojukwu, tasked security agencies with the need to respect the rights of citizens during enforcement functions. Both men spoke on Tuesday during a panel discussion on citizens' rights at the ongoing 2025 annual general meeting of the Nigerian Bar Association. Falana, who was worried about the level of encroachment of the Nigerian army into internal security of the country, told representatives of the Chief of Army Staff, the Director of DSS, and the Inspector General of Police that their actions had seriously breached the constitution of the country. He lamented the level of detention in the police, EFCC, and DSS cells and urged members of the NBA to rise up to duty by ensuring that those unjustly held are charged accordingly. Falana also taxed the NBA on the rights of over 18.3 million children who are out of school, urging them to leverage the various empowerment programs of the government and to get them back to school. Also speaking, Ojukwu stressed that both security and human rights are mutually compatible, adding that they are not incompatible. Ojukwu noted that the fact that the law enforcement agencies report to the president is clear evidence that the enforcement functions must definitely include respect of the citizens' rights during operation. He pointed out that human security has gone beyond personal security, adding that the 1999 Constitution states that sovereignty belongs to the people. The camp of Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, has dismissed the People's Democratic Party's decision to zone its 2027 presidential ticket to the south, saying the move has come too late to save the party. Lere Olayinka, Wike's spokesperson, made this remark on Wednesday during a television interview where he accused the PDP of ignoring warnings from Wike and his allies before the 2023 polls. According to him, the current zoning push is meaningless given the realities on ground and the ruling party's advantage. He recalled how Wike and the G5 governors had pressured for the tickets to be zoned to the south in 2022, but the party's refusal, he claimed, landed it in crisis. With the 2027 race fast approaching, Olayinka said the PDP may struggle to convince northern voters, even if it presents a southern candidate. Meanwhile, talks are reportedly ongoing with two big names who could alter the party's chances if they agree to return. A chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, Femi Babalola, has said Governor Sheyi Makinde is capable of competing for the president ticket of the party against the likes of former President Goodluck Jonathan and former Anambra Governor Peter Obi. Obi, who is a member of Labour Party and part of the ADC opposition coalition, has repeatedly indicated that he will contest the 2027 presidential election. However, he has not disclosed the platform on which he will contest the presidency, but some members of the PDP have been making overtures to him to join the party and lead it in battle against incumbent President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 election. Obi, who was the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023, has not indicated if he will bow to pressure from the PDP members. Also, some members of the PDP have also been calling on former president to return to partisan politics, join the party and contest for the 2027 presidential election. Jonathan, who lost bid for re-election in 2015 to Muhammadu Buhari of APC, can only run for one term, and this has made some northerners who are desirous of ensuring that the presidency returns to the northern Nigeria in 2031 to be advocating for his return to PDP for another presidential run. Like Obi, Jonathan has also not reacted to call that he would join the presidential race. The calls on the two men to join the 2027 presidential is getting louder with the zoning of the PDP presidential ticket for 2027 at the party's NEC meeting last Monday. Speaking in Ibadan, after inspecting a project he donated years ago to the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Oyo State Council Babalola, who supported the zoning of PDP presidential tickets to the South, said the party has enough strength in the North to face a South versus South contest. The businessman said the Makinde's 8 years as governor would give a clear edge to contest head-to-head with other PDP heavyweights in the race. He argued that Makinde, with his fresh ideas and remarkable performance, could compete with Obi and Jonathan in the battle for the 2027 presidential ticket. According to him, Makinde has performed creditably well, though not perfect, stressing that no leader in the world can achieve 100% in the governance. Babalola said that contesting the governorship position in Oyo State was not on the front burner, but may join the race if he is dissatisfied with the pedigree of aspirants that come out. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Nkeiruka Onyejeocha, has said President Bola will be re-elected in office in the 2027 general elections so that the reforms he has embarked on can be sustained. She also said the five southeast states will deliver their vote en bloc for President Bola Tinubu in 2027. Onyejeocha said this while speaking to journalists on the sideline of the ongoing 18th edition of a free medical and surgery outreach at the Nkeiruka Onyejeocha Medical Center, Amuda Isiochi, in Umuniocha local government area of Abia. According to the minister, 2027 would witness a significant improvement on Tinubu's 2023 performance in Abia and Southeast in general because of his current sweeping reforms across the country.